headlights staying on? Okay, it's just the computer. I get it. Okay. Yeah. This one is a bit different. Yeah, that's not a Triumph gauge. It has the Motogadget. Motogadget controls. Motogadget gauge. Some other sweet stuff up here. If you guys can see, the blinkers are on the, you know, they flash on startup. They're in the bolts for the headlight. That's pretty sweet. Some awesome controls with the brass levers. Oh yeah, looking beautiful. And of course, you guys know I like the brass stuff. It's good. And the color, the white with the gold, yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the way she's got it set up with the brown seat with the side, you know, the knee pads. Yeah, it's a beautiful bike. And of course, it's only here to be made nicer. It runs great, as you can see. It's not really here for any of that. Yeah, it's here for some of those. Yeah, they're gone. And the front one, it's just about there. It's got a little life left in it, but it's real close. So we're going to go ahead and put a new set on there. It's got the Pirellis on there now. She said they ride good, but we're going to fit something on there that just really fits the look. Kind of like we did back here on Tad's. His tires really fit the look wonderful now. And it really looks great. And it rides awesome, I must say. Got the brand new on the back. Of course, all dirty from my gravel. But easily washed off. But this one. This is Tia's bike. She's one of the higher ups now for the Litas. They're not an MC. They're a riding group. And or a social group, whatever you want to call it. And this thing, she has other bikes. She has a Harley. Actually has a badass Harley. I'll see if I can throw in a little pic here. This thing, she loves it, and her kid's been riding it. Her kid's, you know, grown. Obviously, he's old enough to ride the bike. But she was kind of used to some of the quirks, and she wants to just make it really nice for him to ride now. And to kind of show off a little bit, because this thing is really nice. And it's only here because I like to make things nicer. And she's like, yeah, Bane, if you can make it nicer, let's do it. So, yeah, as you can see, the plate mount, it's kind of in there, kind of not right. I'm going to redo that and straighten that out probably so that it, here, go ahead and kind of cover that up, so it kind of fits better with the, you just see it's hitting the muffler now, and it's kind of running into everything. So yeah, that needs a little work. And then I think she said it got tipped over and this lever got bent in. So I think I'm going to try and heat that up and see if I can bend it back. She said if not, we can order a new one to get that looking good again. But since I think these are actually solid brass, so I think I can heat that up, get it nice and warm, and bend that back, because it squished the whole thing. So it's too close to the bar. When you pull it in, yeah, that's not good. So that needs to be fixed. Obviously, you can adjust it and ride it, but it's not the best. It needs fixed. But luckily, she got this, and that's all good. So yeah. Looking great. And it's got a chrome front fender, so that's looking great. And if you guys were wondering, this one is set up with the stock oil cooler in there behind the exhaust, or you know, in behind the frame by the exhaust. Come in here and see if we can get a little better look. How it's tucked in there. That's why on Tad's, when I redid it, now how it's out in front with the lines that go back, the exhaust goes, see if I can get you in over here. The exhaust comes out over here now, and there's a bigger gap, so that it's not really warming up the cooler with the exhaust, and it has a crossover tube behind it because this one's 2-into-1. So that was the whole point, was to get that cooler to run as cool as possible out in free air, and to really let that engine cool down because it was running too hot, because we had a really hot rod tune on it. And yeah, so now whatever we can do to make it run a little cooler, please. But this one runs fine because it is a 2014, and yeah, these kind of look like carburetors, but no, it's fuel injection. When you turn the key on, see if you guys can hear it. Oh, I took the key out. What did I do with the key? Here it is. Okay, here we go. If you're ready, listen. Yeah, that's the fuel pump priming, because that is fuel injection. That is the nicest thing about these newer T100s. Yeah, it's a Bonneville T100 from Triumph. Fuel injection is a bit nicer than the old carb tuners over here. I'll just give you guys a little close-up here so you can see the wires and all the stuff coming out of there. It kind of looks like a carburetor. It kind of has a choke lever, you know, it kind of does. This one is a real carburetor. See how it looks like a carburetor? There's a vacuum line coming out of it. The choke lever actually hooks to the choke. Yeah, so but yeah, it's a Triumph. And this one, it has the chrome side panel, so it doesn't say, used to say T100, but doesn't now. So the fuel injection is a nice addition. I don't think anybody has ever complained about fuel injection. It's kind of really nice because you can just hit the button and go in most cases. As long as your injectors are working and your fuel pump's good, you're riding. Carburetors are a little more fun. Let's just see here. Let me get this door open one sec here. Okay. Let's see if we can put some heat in the motor. I don't know what this thing's gonna do. I ain't fired it up in a minute. Got it plugged in back here. Oh, there's a couple pops. That battery's going down. It sounded like it wanted to, but the battery's low. Yeah, the battery's too low. Yep. I just plugged it in earlier because I wanted to let them hear it, and I tried to crank it. Nah, nothing. I need to let that battery charge. Okay, keys off. Okay, good. Yeah. Fuel's off. Okay, good. We'll let you charge. Sorry, let your battery go dead. But yeah, fuel injection and good batteries, it's kind of a good thing. But sometimes if you don't need batteries and you just need a pull start and you just want to get it fired up with a pull start with your 5-horse monster, yeah, I got it finished. Got the pull start finished. I did some work and was able to find the original logo. See, there's still a little bit of chunking. They painted over it. I was able to get their old paint off of there and find the original logo. And yeah, now we got the ARC logo. So yeah, it's ready to bolt on. Ready to pull some zoot. Can't wait. That's going to be good to go. And yeah, just waiting on some more parts to put this thing back together and we're going to be good. 5-horse monster coming at you here very soon with the ARC racing rod in it. And we're going to get the ARC side cover. Yeah, I can't wait. So yeah, and I think I figured out over here, yeah, down here on the side cover, the clutch side cover that's buried in there, right there, it's doing more than leaking. Yeah, it's that leaking. I really paid attention as to, I stopped a couple times on my way up to the Sonic Cruise-In the other night because I rode the turbo bike to the Cruise-In. There's a full vid if you didn't see it. It was a fun night. There was some sweet cars as usual. I rode the turbo bike because it was one of the last nights because it was freezing. The other night it was freezing. Now today it's 65. Doors are open. It's beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. Good old St. Louis. It'll be summertime one day and wintertime next. You never know. But rode it there. Everything was peaceful as could be. It rides absolutely amazing now. As long as you stay off the boost, it will make boost instantly and take off, either burning the tire or just making lots of boost and screaming and making neat turbo noises. Or sometimes if it hooks and goes and the clutch actually stays, it'll spin the clutch now too if you don't let it out quick enough. If you don't just drop the clutch, it'll spin the clutch and load it way too hard, and you need to just drop it if you're gonna go, which that's scary too, because if you do that, it'll just go sideways and spin the tire like It's a bit nuts, but so much fun. I can't even explain the level of fun that can be had. It's just ginormous. But the clutch, sat there the whole time, walked around, a bunch of people looked at it. I didn't start it the whole time because everybody was just looking at it. I had it glowing. It was pretty as hell. Hell's not pretty. It was pretty as a flower. Pretty as a glowing red Honda flower. Went to pull the clutch in to fire it back up to leave, and the lever would not pull in. Let's just see here, because it's been sitting here for a couple days. It's all cooled down. Okay, yeah. Wow, okay, it's the same way. I can't pull the lever in. Okay, yeah. It won't even... I'm tugging on it pretty good. Like, something is wrong with this push rod, and it's leaking like a sieve. See if you guys can see down here. Yeah, there's the oil. Lots of oil coming out of there, dripping. See, there's drip right there. Yeah, so if once I got in here and I move this around, oh, let's see if I can get it to loosen up. Oh man, it's really stuck in there now. Okay, yeah. Luckily at the show, I was able to get in there, kind of wiggle that around, and got it to move so I could leave. No, it's still stuck. So yeah, that clutch push rod is not happy. I'm not sure what's going on, because this one has had the same two-step, had more boost, and has had way more to it, so I think that's good. I think the push rod here is just seized in the housing, and it's leaking bad because I think it's crooked and seized and not sliding in and out properly. So yeah, as soon as we get this one finished up, need to get in there and get that looked at, because it's not working, and now I can't even pull the lever. So, yeah, we got a problem there big time. I hadn't even realized I couldn't even pull. I moved it around here because it's in neutral. I never tried to pull the lever. Yeah, that clutch is stuck. 100% stuck. So yeah, it's that. Let me dry my finger off here because it's covered in oil. There we go. So yeah, that push rod is leaking the bell crank. It's a bell crank. So as the push rod, it starts in the back, and as it comes out, starts in the back, comes in. Whoop, shoo, shoo. Sorry. As you pull the lever, the bottom comes out, but it goes in to push the clutch. It's a bell crank, if that makes sense, if that's really what it's called. I think. I can't remember. It's been a minute. But that's not right. It's now stuck. It's leaking oil past it because I think it's crooked. It's not in the bore straight. You know, it should be straight in the bore, and I think it's crooked because it's worn, or it was just not right, or something happened to it. So I'm guessing the cover that was on there was messed up. I think the bike tipped over and something hit that cover and squished that bell crank, because I didn't realize that because I didn't do it, but the cover was messed up. And I don't run the covers anyway because I like to be able to be in there and be able to adjust stuff. I think we found our problem. It works okay, but it's not perfect. Yeah, need to fix that. Yeah, way more to come as usual, because we're going to dig into this very soon. Fix these levers up, get this one polished, get that one rebent. Yeah, and this is the mount. It came with a different mount that did not last. This one isn't the best either. It wiggles. So what I want to do, this is a solid brass housing from Motogadget. I want to make a brass mount that comes in here and comes up and holds the gauge at a proper angle so you can see it, that is maybe polished brass like these. Because I can use silicone bronze and braze up a beautiful bracket from brass probably, and it's what it needs. And I think we can fix the, if I can figure out how to do that, which I think I can. I've done it in the past a little bit. I like brass. I think we're going to redo the mount here, maybe with a brass deal like that, so everything matches. Has the brass here too. So yeah. I think that's what's going to happen, because this just needs to be fixed. And if we're going to have this thing at some bike shows and it's going to have a Job sticker on it, it needs to be as popping and beautiful as possible. I doubt she's going to put a Job sticker on it, but I might tape one on there while it's at a bike show. A little bit of Scotch tape goes a long way. Oh, it even looks beautiful. The Job's rocket. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys want one of these now, they're available on eBay. A couple dollars to help support the shop, which always needs some support, because yeah, there's always parts needed for everybody. And luckily, you know, she'll help pay for a little bit, you know, for the tires and whatnot. But my labor a lot of time is really just, it's a donation. She's a leader, and they all have some amazing bikes, and I've now built several of them, and I'm more than happy to help all the rest of them, because they're all awesome gals and they all love to ride motorcycles. Get on them twos, hit that throttle, and let's ride. That's why we do it. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what you look like. If you got you a badass bike, let's roll. Thanks for watching, guys. Way more to come. Like, share, and subscribe. When in doubt, figure it out. The truth will set you free. Kickstands up, guys. Let's ride.